It was supposed to be an ordinary morning. I remember lying in bed, still tangled in the sheets, half awake, listening to the faint sounds drifting up from downstairs. The distant clink of plates, the hum of morning life. My wife was in the kitchen, probably making breakfast. The air smelled faintly of coffee, though I hadn't even gotten up yet. I closed my eyes tighter, trying to stretch out those last precious minutes of warmth. But then I heard it, a soft melodic lullaby floating through the house. It was her voice, no doubt about it, gentle, soothing, carrying that calm tone she always used when singing to our newborn. I reached for the baby monitor sitting on the nightstand. The tiny screen flickered to life, and there she was, swaying gently beside the crib, her hand resting lightly on the cradle's edge. The baby slept soundly, his tiny chest rising and falling in rhythm with the soft tune. It was peaceful, too peaceful. I don't know why, but something about the moment felt off. Maybe it was the way her figure flickered slightly on the grainy monitor. Or maybe it was that creeping instinct, the kind you can't explain but can't ignore either. I sat up, swung my legs over the bed, and got dressed. I figured I'd go downstairs, maybe grab some coffee, but just as I reached for the door handle, I heard it. The front door creaking open. Footsteps. I froze. Our older kid must be back from school early, I thought. But then I checked the time. No, that didn't make sense. I walked to the top of the stairs and peered down, and that's when my stomach dropped. It was my wife. She stood in the entryway, arms full of grocery bags, keys dangling from her hand. Her hair was still damp from the rain outside, her breath puffing faintly in the cold air. She looked up and saw me, her brow furrowing. "You okay? You look pale." I couldn't answer. I just stared. "Who's upstairs with the baby?" I finally managed to ask, though my throat felt tight. She blinked. "What? I just got home." I didn't wait. I bolted up the stairs, my heart hammering against my ribs. She followed close behind, her footsteps frantic. The lullaby was still playing on the monitor as I flung open the nursery door. The room was empty. The crib sat quietly in the center of the room, the baby sleeping soundly, untouched. The chair beside the crib rocked ever so slightly, as though someone had just stood up from it. But there was no one there. The lullaby stopped mid-note. A heavy silence settled over the room, thick and cold. My wife reached for my hand, her fingers trembling. Neither of us spoke. Neither of us could, because deep down we both knew the truth. We weren't alone in that house.